Now for global business updates, Rotus Udiri joins us. Good morning, Rotus.
Good morning, Dr.
How
Abasi.
markets?
The markets. So I'm just looking at oil and the Nigeria GDP today. That's just a real focus because the Bureau of Statistics released it on Friday. So to start the week, of course, Monday, everybody's looking at, oil and Iran. Tuesday, CrowdStrike is going to be releasing its earnings. There's a lot of focus on cybersecurity and what's been going on with the software sales. So everyone is going to be looking at the outlook for for CrowdStrike. Remember, they had that outage last year that, hit a number of companies around the world. Broadcom, which is also in the chip space, they're going to be releasing on Wednesday. Victoria's Secrets will be releasing their earnings retail side on Thursday. Then we get the U.S. February jobs report, anywhere from 59,000.
Victoria's Secrets. Like
That's the retail side, retail side. Anyway, so you all have been talking a lot about what's been going on in oil. Brent was actually at $82 a barrel earlier, and then pared back some of its gains. Look, it's with what's been going on over the weekend with the attacks. Who are the usual suspects? We've seen this story before. Equity markets will be down, so Asian stocks are down. Energy stocks are up because higher oil means, more revenue for companies in that space. Airline stocks are down because you've had a raft of cancelled flights, which hits their revenue. Higher oil means higher input costs for the airlines. Bond yields are down because you've got folks running over to, like safe haven status. Japanese bonds are down. There's an inverse relationship, right? So the more demand you get for a bond, the yields are going to essentially fall. And then gold also up as well. So that's the lay of the land with what we're seeing. As far as the Strait of Hormuz, China apparently is well diversified and well covered because they've been buying a whole bunch of oil from Russia, from Malaysia, from Venezuela. So for now, if this is not protracted, then they won't likely be impacted. If this goes for, I don't know. There's only so much stockpiles you have that can essentially allow you to withstand the impact. Because I think Dr. Bati mentioned this earlier. Japan, India, China would be affected by this, but China for now they're well stocked. So we'll have to see how things go. Because as has been reported already, a number of vessels are no longer moving through the Strait of Hormuz anymore. They're actually just because they're worried. Although Iran has said we didn't say anybody should stop moving through there. From there, I think we just go to the GDP report for Nigeria. So Bureau of Statistics released this on Friday, 4.07%. So in line with what we've been seeing with the corporates we've talked about, the Nestle's, the Transcorps, the MTN Nigerias. Also, we had Dangote Cement and Boa Cement releasing pretty impressive results for 2025. Annual growth 3.87. IMF is looking at, I think, 4.1. World Bank is looking at 4.4 this year in terms of Nigeria. This was driven by oil. We're talking about oil, right? So the oil sector, 58 million barrels per day, 6.7% growth in Q4. It was 2% growth, I think, in the same period of 2024, 5.8% growth in the third quarter of 2025. Overall, of course, 4.07. The non-oil sector continues to drive, particularly with services up by over 4%. Mining and quarrying, look at that, 8.9% growth for mining and quarrying. In the third quarter of last year, it was 3.7. Agriculture grew by 4%. So some stability with, in terms of prices. Also, some farmers being allowed to get back to their farms in order to produce. Look at Q4, it was 2024, it was 2.5%. Telcos, 8.3. The ICT sector did about 7.3% for the fourth quarter of the year. Telecommunications, we went through MTN's results, right? You're seeing the big jump there was 6.1% in Q3. Q4 2024 was 8.1. So telecommunications, subset of the ICT sector, pretty impressive. However, manufacturing is still struggling. Q4, this is 1% growth for the manufacturing sector. Electricity, the import dependence, and so on and so forth. That is something that still needs to be looked at. So essentially, the Nigeria growth story is still, pretty strong, and we'll see how it looks like. We have a guest coming in from Noremberga. They're actually seeing further growth for the Nigerian economy in this particular year. So, encouraging numbers there for Africa's largest population. Yeah. Thank you.
Thank you very much. The world is in a season of uncertainty. Companies and countries must be prepared. How is Nigeria preparing? Beyond, some form of commentary about, we will make more money from crude oil. And all that. But that should be another subject for another day when we have time.